So I'm Sam Cozens. I've worked at Ageas for nearly 3 years now in a analytics and propositional role. Insurance is a really competitive and difficult market. It's really noisy and it's gone on a real transformation over the last few years. So it's really price driven. It's bought not sold. And massively competitive as a result. It's often a bit of a grudge purchase. It's really hard to get that cut through. And increasingly, we're sharing those customer relationships through price comparison websites. So the likes of Money Supermarket, Go Compare. And actually, we're finding that around 85-90% of purchases in market are through that medium, which really limits the engagement that you can have with a customer. So that's really important when we talk about what we've done with the journey that we've gone on. And I'm going to use Daniel's slide a little bit here to show you kind of where we were and where we are now. But I'll talk through why we were kind of down here to start with. But data was at the core of it, and our latency with updating it and having it all in one place was really challenging, and only having offline views of customers meant that really intelligent, meaningful and quick campaigns that proved the ROI that Daniel was talking about was really, really difficult. And then the journey that we've been on has seen us, and this is very complimentary, thank you for putting us up here, in a much better state, much more scalable, great technology, data all in one place, real time, omni-channel, and whilst it's brilliant, there's still loads more that we can do, and we're only scratching the surface in terms of what we can use the capability that we've built over the last few years to move us forward. So Kate and Daniel have already said it. It starts with the data, and that's exactly what we did as well. So the data that we had previously was a partial view of our customers. It wasn't across our multiple brands. It was offline only, so it didn't incorporate our digital processes that our customers went through on our websites or where they increasingly buy from. And it was really slow. So in terms of how often we were able to update it, how long that took, it was weekly updates that took 2 days each time. And we now do that daily using real-time data. It means that we've got that complete view of accurate customer data, which is the most important thing, as we've talked about. And we can track customers however they speak to us, whether it be through the website, through the call centres, through live chat, and any of their website interactions as well. And just from a man-hour perspective as well, it means that we can really focus our teams on doing the exciting, innovative activities that all of this allows us to do. So once we got the data in a good space, it's what can you do with that? So for us, it was thinking about a deep dive into those campaign activities. And R-cubed really helped us with this to be able to go through each of these areas. I'll talk to some of them, not to all, but to be able to say, well, what is it like now, and what does success look like? And I've said already that customer engagement and communication in insurance is really hard. So we need to make sure that anything we do can be measured, it can be iterated, it can be definite, and the data formed a real core part of that. So the automation from a campaign perspective was not there. We couldn't measure it in the way that we wanted to say what was really successful and for who. But by doing those deep dive activities in these areas meant that actually there were some really quick wins that we could achieve. And that's left us in a really strong state. So whether it be from integrating all of our response data, that kind of testing strategy so that we can iterate and learn and move on and do something different next time, working with the R-cubed team more effectively, and just getting everything in a much more effective, automated and streamlined way, but freeing up people in your teams to be able to move away from turning the handle on data manipulation, getting it in a good state and all in one place, into the insight and the analysis and the more creative side of things is really, really valuable. And I would love to be able to free up even more of my team's time to do some of this as well over the coming months and years. But it's only through doing that that we've had any freedom to get those learns and the new activity under our belts.